The theme of this year's Catholic Education Week is Serving in the Love of Christ. Catholic education is and must always be about the love of Christ. Christ's love for us draws us, strengthens us, and sends us to proclaim Him. It is our love of Christ that draws us to this service. Pope Francis asks us to consider what it is to be loved by Christ. For if we have received the love which restores meaning to our lives, how can we fail to share that love with others, he says. Catholic education is a call to share that love with others. During Catholic Education Week, we remember and celebrate the long history and the broad global context of this great endeavor called Catholic education. Teachers, trustees, staff, parents, students, and the entire Catholic community, you are continuing and contributing to and being blessed by this great work of Christian ministry. It is as old as Christianity itself. The Church has always sought to teach. This has been true from the time of St. Paul, who 2,000 years ago encouraged early Christians to hold fast to the Scriptures and the teaching they had received, and continues through to Pope Francis, who today implores us to be bold and creative as we search together for ways to evangelize. As we celebrate the many accomplishments of Catholic education this week, let us also ask ourselves how we can continue to renew our vigor for this service. The Holy Father reminds us that the important thing is not to walk alone, but to rely on each other as brothers and sisters. Each of us is called to serve, and it is in working together, schools, parishes, parents, and students, that our service becomes and remains a visible sign of Christ in our communities. In the Diocese of Hamilton, the Catholic school system has been educating young people for longer than Canada has been a nation. We are also blessed by the nearly 150 years of service of St. Jerome's University, our Catholic university in the Diocese of Hamilton. Having publicly funded elementary and Catholic secondary schools in Ontario rests upon a strong historical foundation and is part of the ongoing mission of the Church throughout the world, to teach, to make disciples, and to help people encounter Christ. Our publicly funded Catholic schools are places where we are already putting the Word of God into practice by performing works of justice and charity which make that word fruitful. We continue this service with enthusiasm. We claim the love of Christ as our reason for our service, just as Christ is the reason for our hope. As your bishop, you know that I walk with you. I pray for you and I count on your prayer for me. Let us be joyful witnesses of a community serving in the love of Christ. I entrust each one of you who serve the great mission of Catholic education to the protection of Our Lady Immaculate, whose nurturing love for Jesus became a nurturing love for the entire Church.